Hello dear students, welcome to the accountancy class. What we are doing today? Today we are going to continue with the numerical questions from your textbook, question number 5 and 7. Once we are done with these two questions, all the sums that have been given in your textbooks will be covered. Okay? So, what they have told, let us read out first the question and then later on answer it. Okay, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿಷಯ ಏನೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅದ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 5 and 7 ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಬಿಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಸ್ ಸೂನ್ ಆಸ್ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮುಗಿತೈತಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ದಾಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಬಿಡಿಸಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟೇವಿ. Okay, now see, we haven't solved question number 2 and 6 because they belong to debentures and that chapter has been deleted from your syllabus. So that's why unless and until you don't know what are debentures, what is the issue of debentures, you won't be able to understand those also. So that's why I have left them. So ಏನೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್, prepare the balance sheet of Jyoti Limited as at 31st March 2013 from the following information. Okay, so ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು ಹೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿವಿ, books of Jyoti Limited balance sheet as on March 31 2013. Now how to solve these kind of sums? It's very simple. See, first after ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. If you don't remember the format, it's tough for you to write down. Because here what is the task? Actually ನಿಮಗೆ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ನೇ ಏನೈತಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್. You have to just fix the right item at the right heading. That's your basic task. Okay, so unless and until ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರುವುದು ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಐತಿ. So if you want to master the questions related to the financial statements of a company, it is compulsory that ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಲಾರ್ದ ಇಡೀ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ನೋಡ್ಲಾರ್ದನ ಇಡೀ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ದಾಗ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೀತೀರಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಬರೆಯೋದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎದಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ 6 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. 6 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ? 10 minutes. ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಐಟಮ್ ಬರೆದ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಡ್ಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. If you write everything, will the teacher cut the marks? Of course not. They will become happy only that okay, the child knows everything. But to save your time, it is advised that you record the relevant items only. Okay, ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಅಂದಾಗಿನ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಎಲ್ಲರೇ 10 minutes ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕವರ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಡಿವೋಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ 6 months. ಎಂಡಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಟೈಮ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ, ಪ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಒಳಗನ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ. 6 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಿನಿಟ್ದಾಗ ಮುಗಿಬೇಕು? 10 minutes ಮುಗಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ನಿಮ್ದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, so see here I have already drawn the format for you. On what basis I have drawn? Let us understand. So what is the first classification that you need to do? ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲೇದಂದ್ರೂ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಅದು ಅಸೆಟ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಐತೋ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಐಟಮ್ ಐತಿ. ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಅದು ಅಸೆಟ್ ಐತೋ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಐತಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ. ಸಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ. ಬರೀ ಕಾಣಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಲೆಂದಿ ಕಾಣ್ತೈತಿ, ಬಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇವು ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಮ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ. So what is the first heading on the equity and liability side? There are only 4 main headings. Okay, so the first one is of the shareholders fund, all the amount that belongs to the shareholders. By and large they will give you these 2 items only, that is share capital, reserves and surplus. Then the second main item is share application money on pending allotment. Third item is non-current assets. Fourth item is other current liabilities. In assets you have only 2 headings. One is the non-current asset, another one is the current asset. Respective headings are mat sub headings are there, but they are easy to remember. Okay, so let us start our today's question. First item, building. See, when I am reading this each item, nan ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. If you would have been in the classroom right now, ಇದನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಯಿಂದ ಇದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಿಸಿರ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. But since you are in home, try to do that activity sitting there only. So when I read out this item, ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾ ಈ ಐಟಮ್ ಅದ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಂತ. ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗ್ತಿತ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಸ್, first item is building. So building, where it will go? It will go under the heading fixed assets in tangible assets. Second item is investments in shares ಹೇಳಕತ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. So whenever you invest into shares, normally they are considered as a long term investment. See, how do we classify short term, long term? We have already understood. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ದವರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾವ ಕಂಪನಿದ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರು? ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಟೈರ್ಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್. ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ rupees 3 lakh. So ultimately it becomes our non-current investments. Non-current only means what? Long-term investments. Then stores and stores and spares. So I have told you many a times that inventories includes lots of things. It includes raw materials, it includes packaging materials, it includes the finished goods, it includes the work in progress, it includes the stores and spares, loose tools, everything. Collectively it is called as inventories. So ultimately stores and spares ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, inventories ದಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ under the heading current asset. Next ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, discount on issue of 10% debentures, rupees 10,000. Now discount on issue of 10% debentures is an expense on borrowings. Okay, so therefore idu ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, being a debit balance ಅದು asset side ದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. Though it's a loss on borrowing, but because it has a debit balance, it will come on the asset side. So under which heading it will come? It will come under the heading other non-current assets. Okay, next item ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, statement of profit and loss into bracket DR ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು. What do you mean by DR? DR means debit balance. What do you mean by debit balance? Debit balance means loss. See, in normal situations we would have shown that also here only, other non-current asset. But since ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರು, even if there is a debit balance into the statement of profit and loss, it has to be shown under the reserves and surplus only. So profit ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿದ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಲಾಸ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೂ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ತೋರಿಸ್ರಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಐತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 5 lakh equity shares ಅಂತ ಆಗೈತಿ. Please make it as 50,000 equity shares, then only your accounts will tally. So 50,000 equity shares of rupees 20 each fully paid up. So here the shares have been fully paid up. So ultimately you can tell me where it will go. It will go under the heading share capital. Then the next item is capital redemption reserve. ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕಾದ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಇರಲಿ, whichever kind of reserve, under which heading it will go? It will go under the heading reserves and surplus. Then 10% debentures, it is a long term borrowings. Then unpaid dividends, it means what? Dividend declare ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟೈತಿ. Okay, but ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ತನಕ ನೀವು ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. So it is your outstanding liability. Okay, it will go under the heading other current liabilities. Now the last and the new item that you are learning is share options outstanding account, rupees 10,000. Now where it goes? It goes here. What it means? It means only the share application money which has pending allotment. Okay, so ಒಂದು ಸಲ ನೀವು ಈ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದೈತಿ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಪುಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್. ಸಾಧಾರಣವಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ದ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಆನ್ ಪುಟ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಈಸಿಯರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. But in real life, first the format is there and later on the notes are there. So we are going according to the real life. Okay. So yes, let us start. We'll put note number 1 for share capital. Nenapirli that in question they might give you any item randomly, but you cannot write down the notes according to the details given in the question. You have to write down the notes according to the format, and format doesn't change. It remains the same. So every time whenever you are putting a note, the first note will always come for share capital. If there is nothing to write into the note of share capital, you can put note 1 to the next item. But the sequence should be followed. Okay? Yes. Let us put note 1 for share capital. So, how many kinds of shares are there? Only one kind of share is there. then why we are putting a note to give the details. Okay, so what they have told, see, 50,000 equity shares are there. na mattome helakatini ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗೈತಿ. 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಇಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಾರು, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು 50,000 ಇಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, so 50,000 equity shares, 50,000 equity shares of rupees 20 each, of rupees 20 each, fully paid, fully paid. Okay, so they are fully paid. It means what? All the amount has been collected on this 50,000 equity shares. So do the calculation. 2 5s are 10 and all the zeros as it is, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So 1 2 3 4 5. So therefore how much amount it becomes? It becomes rupees 10 lakh. Okay, now let us put the note 2. What is the note 2? Note 2 is for reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus. Okay, now be very alert over here because there is a loss in this question. Okay, so how we will show it? See, be very alert. First reserves bariri, ಆಮೇಲೆ surplus bariri. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಾಗ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಅದಾವ. ಯಾವ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಐತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಂಪ್ಷನ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಐತಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಡಂಪ್ಷನ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್. Okay, now see how I am writing it. Show the amount in the inner column. What is the capital redemption reserve? You can show it directly. Yes, show it in the inner column only. Capital redemption reserve is equal to rupees 1 lakh. Okay, and then you have statement of profit and loss. Statement of profit and loss into bracket debit balance. So debit means what? It is a loss. Okay, so you have to show it into the bracket. Compulsory bracket nalli torisbeku. What the bracket means? Bracket means a subtraction. 1 lakshadaginda 90,000 hoytandra what is the balance in your reserves and surplus? The reserves and surplus balance will show rupees 10,000. Okay, now let us write down the next item, share application money pending allotment. Give a note for this. Why we are giving the note? We need to mention what is told. Okay, so write down share application, share application money, share application money pending allotment, pending allotment. Okay, now underline this and in this write down whatever item is given in the question. Yen helyaru nodri question dalli what they have given? Share options outstanding account. Okay, so write down share options outstanding account. What it means? That some amount was received for more shares. Okay, that amount has not yet been returned, but you need to return it. So share options outstanding account amount is equal to rupees 10,000. Okay, now again this 10,000 will be transferred here. Okay, so it's very easy. See, next note number 4. What note number 4 stands for? It stands for long term borrowings. Okay, ಲೆಕ್ಕದಾಗ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬಾರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಬರೀರಿ. If it is not given, no need to write also. Okay, so write down long term borrowings. Okay, now what is the long term borrowing in this question? It is 10% debentures. 10% debentures. Okay, so what is the value of this 10% debentures? See, it is rupees 3 lakh. See, ಅವಸರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಒಳಗ ಡೋಂಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಹರಿಬರಿ 10,000 ಇಯರ್. that is discount on issue of 10% debentures. Okay, so you have to be very calm and relaxed. So debentures is equal to rupees 3 lakh. Okay, now let us transfer this amount here. Okay, now I'll rub my notes to accounts and continue there only. You all should go for the next page. Okay, this is one page, this is second page, and continue it again. If the space is there, continue there only. Okay. Now, let us write down note 5. Now, what is note 5 for? Note 5 is for other current liabilities. Other current liabilities. Okay. Now, which are the other current liabilities here? Okay, in the question, just check. What is there? Unpaid dividends are our other current liabilities. So, unpaid dividends, and what is the amount? See, amount is equal to rupees 90,000. So, write down the same here, 90,000. Okay, we'll leave the total, we'll do it at the end. Now let us go directly for the sixth note, which is for tangible assets. Okay, so write down tangible assets. Now which are the assets that are visible in this given question? Building. Okay, so write down buildings. What is the amount? See, building is equal to rupees 10 lakh. Now transfer this amount, it is rupees 10 lakh. Okay. Now let us go for the next note, note number 7. What is note number 7? It is non-current investments. Non-current investments. Underline. Now, which are the non-current investments given in this question? ಈ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿನ ಅದೀರಿ, ಬಟ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಂಪನಿದ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ವನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಹಿಂಗಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. Investments in shares of Metro Tires. Of Metro Tires, and how much is the Metro Tires Limited, and what is the amount? See, amount is equal to rupees 3 lakh. Okay, now transfer this amount, write down here other non-current investments, note 7, and how much is the amount? Amount is equal to rupees 3 lakh. Okay, now what is the next item? Other non-current investments. Other non-current assets. Sorry. Okay. Other non-current assets. Now see here. Ili yav item barakatav. They are not actually the assets. Then why they are being written here? They are being written here because they have a debit balance, and all the assets also have debit balance. So that's why it is being shown on the asset side, but it actually doesn't mean asset. Okay, asset ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಮಾರಿದ್ರಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ದಾಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ದುಡ್ಡು ಸಿಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಬರೀತೀರಿ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದ ಲಾಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಈವನ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು first of all you cannot sell only into the market, but then if you want to transfer it to somebody, are you going to get any money on that? No. Then why we are showing it here? Because it has debit balance. That's the only reason. So, see, what is the entry over here? It is discount on issue of. Discount on issue of 10% debentures. Discount on issue of 10% debentures. And what is the amount? See, amount is equal to rupees 10,000. Okay. So yes, write down the note 8, amount is equal to rupees 10,000. Now we are heading towards the last note, note 9, which is for inventories. Okay. Now what is the inventory that is given in this particular question? It is stores and spares. Okay. Write down stores and spares. Now, what is the amount that is given? See, stores and spares is equal to rupees 1 lakh. Now, transfer this amount here. It is rupees 1 lakh. Okay. Now, both the sides, all entry has been done. Now, what we need to do is, we need to check whether both the sides it is getting tallied or not. Tally aatandrana nim lekka correct. Nodri, yavaga avaru nimage ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ show. That time your balance sheet won't tally. But when the question comes with prepare, it has to tally. So see what is the total of the liability side? 3 lakh, 90,000, 4 lakh, 14 lakh, 14 lakh, 10,000. Okay. Now check the same for this also. 10 lakh, 13, 14, 14 lakh, 10,000. Okay. So as we can see, the liability side is equal to the asset side. Okay. So everything whatever is written in the question is correct. Okay. We will take the last sum of numerical questions which is given into the textbooks. Okay. So stay tuned. Yes. So as you can see, I have again drawn and kept ready the format. And now what we will do, we will read the question number 7, which is the last question given into our textbook. Okay. What they have told, prepare a balance sheet of Black Swan Limited as at March 31st, 2003 from the following information. So whatever information is given, on the basis of that, what you have been asked to prepare just the balance sheet. So we shall go on reading the particulars and we will classify them into asset and liability. Asset aiti, liability aiti, classify madu jote under which heading that particular item will go, we will classify that also. Okay. So see what is the first item? General reserve. So obviously where it will go? Under the heading reserves and surplus. Next is 10% debentures. Where it will go? It will go into the long term borrowings. Next, balance statement of profit and loss. Ashta helar nodri. It's a debit balance or credit balance. It is not specified. So yavaga spashtate illa, you have to assume that it is surplus only. It is not a loss or a deficit. If it is a loss, our clear cut niಮಗೆ bracket alli DR ಅಂತ mention ಮಾಡಬೇಕು in the how we had the information in the question number 5 like that. So this being surplus, where it will go under the heading reserves and surplus. Next is depreciation on fixed assets. First time ಏನು ಬರಾಕತೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, fixed assets ಮೇಲೆ depreciation ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತಾರ. So it is directly given the amount 700. ಈಗ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಬಿಡಿಸಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಬಹುದು. ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು ಎಲ್ಲೈತಿ? ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್. ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್? ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಸಮ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್. ಆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಟೋಟಲ್ ಡೆಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರ. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್ very properly that what we should do, the depreciation will be subtracted from the gross block. Then next item is current liabilities. Okay, so here the current liabilities heading is there, we will directly write it down there. Next item is preliminary expenses. Now see, again I have told you many a times, what do you mean by preliminary expenses? These are the expenses that you have incurred during the formation of a company. So that's why only the name comes preliminary expenses. Okay. So now this being a huge expense, it cannot be shown into a profit and loss account. That is one reason. Again, these are the expenses which were incurred before the registration of the company, and therefore again that doesn't belong to that particular financial year also. It belongs, but technically how the rules are given, it is not considered as an operational expense. So therefore, being it a deferred revenue expenditure where you need to show it into your balance sheet, under which heading? Under the heading other non-current asset. Again, I will tell you the same. Is it an asset? No, it's not an asset. Hagadre asset side da yak barayagatiri? Because it has a debit balance, that's why. Okay? Please remember, expenses also have debit balance. Assets also have debit balance. Now this is a deferred revenue expenditure which is a huge amount, and that's why these kind of expenses, whether it may be discount on issue of shares, discount on issue of debentures or preliminary expenses, normally they are shown here under the heading the other non-current assets. Now please remember, if there is a capital gain, ಇದು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ದಲ್ಲಿನೂ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. In my video classes, what was the question 1? In that also I had told you, if there is a capital gain into the question like securities premium, ನೆನಪಲೆ ಹೇಳಲಾರ್ದ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಲಾರ್ದ what treatment you should do? From securities premium you have to subtract preliminary expenses. What if you do not do? Will you come to know? No. ಅವಾಗನು ನಿಮ್ಮ balance sheet tally ಆಗತೈತಿ, but the tally amount will be different and the total of your reserves and surplus will be different. So ultimately you will end up losing marks. Balance sheet tally ಆಗೈತಂದ್ರೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಐತಿ ಹಂಗ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವ, ಏನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತ ಅದು ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರನ that is considered as right. Okay, so please remember here what is the note I am telling you. See, if there are any capital gain like securities premium and the preliminary expense is also given, what treatment you should provide? In that securities premium you need to subtract the preliminary expenses. Okay, next 6% preference share capital. So they have given us the information regarding the share capital, what kind of share they have. 6% preference share capital. What the 6% denotes? This is the rate of dividend that they will get no matter how much the company is earning or what are the profits of the company. Whether that year they had or didn't have the profit, that is also irrelevant. 6% andre yenidi? The guarantee of giving the dividend to that particular shareholders at that particular rate only, and that's why they are called as preference shares. Last item is cash and cash equivalent. Under which heading it will go? Under the heading current assets, cash and cash equivalent. So ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಇದು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಅದರ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ರೆಲೆವೆಂಟ್ ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಅಷ್ಟ ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ವಿ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೋತ ಹೋದ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ನಿಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. If you are able to manage with the time, then also there is no issue. Okay, so yes, let us start with note 1. For what we are going to give note 1? For share capital. Okay, so write down first notes to accounts, share capital. Okay, and what kind of shares we have? 6% preference, 6% preference share capital. Okay, now what is the amount? See, the amount is equal to rupees 5,000. So transfer this 5,000 into your balance sheet. Now next note we will give for reserves and surplus. So write down reserves and surplus. Okay, underline. First reserves barkori. Which are the reserves that are given? See, general reserve is the reserve that is given. Now see here, if you want you can write down under separate heading also. You can give the heading reserve and then later on write it down general reserve. Again put one heading surplus and you can write it down like that. Okay, general reserve. Write in the inner column the amount is equal to rupees 3,000. Next here kotar nodri, they have given us balance in statement of profit and loss. Balance in statement of profit and loss. What is the amount? See, amount is equal to rupees 1200. Okay, let us go. So take the total 4200 and transfer it into the balance sheet, which is equal to rupees 4200. Why we have done plus? Because they haven't told us clearly whether it's a debit balance or credit balance. When there is no specification, you have to assume it's a credit balance. Okay. Now, let us go for the next note 3, which is long-term borrowings. Long-term borrowings. Okay. Now, what are the long-term borrowings? The long-term borrowings are 10% debentures. 10% debentures. Now see what is the amount. Amount is equal to rupees 3000. Okay? Yeah, okay. Transfer that amount. Amount is equal to rupees 3000. Any other item is given? Yes. Current liability kotta nodri. Now see, there is no heading given under current liability. Therefore, no need to put a note for that. You can directly write down the amount. ಯಾವಾಗ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರೀ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟುಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೋ ನೀವು ಅದರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನೋಟ್ ಹಾಕೋದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಾಗಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರಂದ್ರನ ನೀವು ನೋಟವನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ? ಸಿ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ is equal to rupees 2500. Okay, so in this way we have completed our liability side. Let us go for our assets. So next note we will put note 4 for tangible assets. Okay, note 4 for tangible assets. So underline, note what word they are using into the question. It is mandatory to use that word only. Here they have used the word gross block, so you should also write it as gross block only. What do you mean by gross block? It is the sum total of all fixed assets. So how much is the gross block? It is rupees 9000. Write it down into the inner column. Now from this you have to subtract what the depreciation on fixed assets that is given. So depreciation on fixed assets. Okay, now what is this depreciation on? How much it is? It is 700. So put a bracket like this. Okay, take it to the outer column. And what is the amount? See, 8300. Now transfer this amount here, 8300. Okay. Next, what they are telling, see, they have told, is there any item for other non-current asset? Yes, preliminary expenses. Okay, so let us write down a note for that. Okay, yes. So what is the heading? See, the heading is other non-current assets and note number is 5. Note 5, other non-current assets. Okay, so write down the item which is coming under this heading. The item is preliminary expenses. Preliminary expenses. Okay. So what is the amount? Amount is equal to rupees 300. Okay. Transfer this amount here, 300. Now let us go for the last item. Again see here, nothing information is given. Cash and cash equivalent, the cash in hand aiti, cash at bank aiti. What is there? Nothing has been told. Directly or cash and cash equivalent at bardaru. So no need to put a note for that also. You can simply write down the amount, which is 6100. Okay. So with this, the complete posting has been done. Now what we need to do is we need to check whether the balance sheet is tallying or not. So let us do the total. So it is 14,700 liability side. Let us check. Yeah, both the sides the total is coming same, which is 14,700. Okay. So with this we have completed whatever is given in textbook. But see here, ನೀವು question bank ನೋಡಿದ್ರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ they have given you the sums on the statement of P&L account also. Along with that, if you see the last or past years question papers also, every year they have asked either balance sheet or P&L account. Sometimes they have asked both. Okay. So therefore, in tomorrow's class, I will give you the theory notes of what is the statement of P&L account, what are the items coming there, because you are studying the company financial statements for the first time. And later on, day after tomorrow, I will be solving only 2 sums from your question bank. Why only 2? Irudana 10 question kotar nodi question bank alagi. Out of that 10 also only 4 are for what they say, for balance sheet. So remaining 6, out of that at least 2 you should, if I am solving 4 you should solve. Okay, that's it. So yes, with this we come to the end of this chapter technically, but we shall continue tomorrow with the statement of profit and loss. I hope you are understanding my classes. We shall continue in the next class.